Since the dawn of time, humans have felt there is more to existence than flesh and bone, more than thought and memory. Across every ancient culture, there were whispers of something eternal, something untouchable yet undeniably real, the soul. But ask 10 people what the soul is, and you'll get 10 different answers. Religion claims it belongs to God. Science often dismisses it as fantasy, yet both struggle to define it. What if the soul is not a belief, not a story we tell ourselves to escape fear, but the very essence of what makes you conscious right now? What if it's the silent witness behind your thoughts, the invisible thread connecting you to all that exists? In this video, we'll dive into truths long hidden by dogma and doubt, exploring what mystics and seekers have discovered about the soul. Truths that go beyond the limits of religion and science and lead to something far greater than either has ever described. If the soul is real, then why is it so elusive? Why can't we see it, touch it, or measure it the way we do everything else? The truth is, the soul does not belong to the material world. It cannot be weighed, dissected, or trapped in a lab. Ancient mystics said it is pure consciousness, the living light within you that witnesses everything you experience. It's not in your brain, yet without it, your thoughts could not exist. It's not in your body, yet your body moves because of it. The soul is the quiet observer behind your every decision, the silent thread weaving your destiny moment by moment. And while science tries to deny what it cannot quantify, and religion tries to claim it as property of its gods, the soul remains untamed, free, infinite. It waits patiently for you to remember it, to look beyond the surface of your life and ask the one question that changes everything. If I am not my body and not my thoughts, then who am I? What if the soul is not something you have, but something you are? Ancient teachings spoke of the soul as the eternal witness, a fragment of divine consciousness experiencing life through you. They said the body is a vessel, a temporary home, while the soul travels across lifetimes, gathering wisdom, burning karma, and remembering itself piece by piece. Some mystics even claim that before birth, the soul chooses its path, its struggles, its triumphs, all to awaken to its true nature. But here's the unsettling truth. Most people live and die without ever meeting their own soul. We get lost in identities, in fears, in illusions of control, forgetting that beneath it all, there is something vast, limitless, untouched by time or death. The soul does not scream to be found. It whispers, patiently waiting for you to quiet the noise of the world and finally hear its voice. And when you do, everything you think you are begins to dissolve, revealing something eternal you've known all along. If this message stirred something deep inside you, know this journey has only just begun. There are more truths waiting to be uncovered, more layers of the soul to remember. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss the next step on this path back to who you truly are. The greatest mystery about the soul is that it cannot be understood through thought alone. It must be experienced. Ancient mystics said the mind is a mirror, but a distorted one, clouded by memories, fears, and beliefs. The soul is the light behind the mirror, and to see it, you must wipe away the fog. Practices like deep meditation, breathwork, and silent contemplation were not invented to relax the body, but to peel away the layers of illusion that keep you from your essence. They believed the soul shines brightest when the mind stops grasping for answers. This is why saints and sages spent years in silence, not to escape life, but to hear what life truly is beyond the noise of thought. And here lies the paradox. The more you chase the soul, the further it seems to slip away. But when you let go, surrendering the need to define or own it, you feel a presence, quiet yet infinite, awakening inside you, saying, I have been here all along. Many traditions taught that the soul is not limited to one lifetime, nor is it bound by the rules of time and space. In ancient Egypt, priests believed the soul journeyed through multiple realms after death, guided by wisdom gathered in life. In Vedic texts, the soul is described as eternal, slipping from body to body like a traveler changing garments, seeking truth and liberation. But this idea was never meant to comfort you with promises of more time. It was meant to awaken you now, to remind you that you are not a fleeting story with a start and an end, but a vast consciousness temporarily dreaming it is human. If you look deeply, you can feel it. Moments where time seems to vanish, where you're not your name, your fears, your past. This is the soul peeking through, showing you its true nature. Every life, every breath, every challenge is a step in its journey back to wholeness, to the infinite source it has never truly left. The soul isn't just an idea, it's an experience waiting to be felt. If you truly want to glimpse it, here's a practice the mystics swore by. Close your eyes for a moment, slow your breath until every inhale feels like you are drawing in pure light, and every exhale feels like you are releasing everything you are not. As you do this, silently ask within, if I am not my thoughts, not my fears, not even my body, then what remains? Let the question echo in the stillness. This simple practice is said to peel away the false layers of identity, letting you sense that quiet, eternal presence watching everything. Do it now, even for just 2 minutes, and you may feel it. That mysterious essence beyond name and form, the part of you that never began and can never end. The soul doesn't need belief to exist, it only needs your attention to be remembered. But what happens when we lose touch with the soul? Ancient teachings warned that forgetting your true essence is the greatest tragedy of human life. When you identify only with the body, you fear its aging and death. When you identify only with the mind, you're trapped in endless thoughts, anxieties, and illusions. This is why people feel empty even when they achieve everything they thought would make them happy. The soul is the missing piece, the silent depth we try to fill with noise, possessions, or fleeting pleasures. Mystics taught that real healing is not fixing the mind or body alone, but returning to the soul, reconnecting with the eternal witness inside you. They said that in every moment, a doorway opens, a chance to pause, breathe, and remember that you are more than this physical play. This is not belief, but a direct experience waiting for you just beneath the surface of ordinary life, whispering for you to awaken. Throughout history, spiritual masters have said that knowing the soul is not about belief, it's about awakening. They described moments when the veil between the physical and the eternal lifts, and you realize you are not a person trying to have a spiritual experience, but a soul having a human one. This awakening can come like a sudden lightning strike in meditation, in near-death experiences, or in profound silence. But it can also arrive slowly, as a deepening sense that life is much more than it appears. When you start feeling the presence of your soul, fear loses its grip, because you know death cannot touch what you truly are. Time loses its power because you sense you are timeless. The masters called this the second birth, the moment you stop being lost in the dream of identity and awaken as pure consciousness itself. And from that moment, everything changes, not outside you, but within, where the real journey has always been unfolding. And here lies the ultimate secret. The soul has never been lost, only forgotten. You don't need to reach the heavens or escape this world to find it. It has always been closer than your breath. The ancients taught that every moment you pause, every time you turn inward in stillness, you are already touching eternity. You are not on a journey to get a soul. You are peeling away illusions until only the truth remains. This is why sages spoke of enlightenment not as gaining something new, but as remembering what has always been there. When you live from this truth, you stop chasing meaning outside yourself. Life becomes lighter, freer, and yet more profound. You see divinity in every face, every tree, every breath you take. The human story of fear, desire, and suffering transforms, because now you know, you are not the story. You are the eternal presence, witnessing it all, vast, unbroken, and infinite. What do you believe the soul truly is? An eternal presence? Or just a story we tell ourselves to feel safe?